Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of the Road to Mage Blood series. And in today's episode we are gonna farm Abyss. This Abyss strat is becoming more and more popular every day, and the way this strat works is thanks to that Scarab. With this Scarab, Abysses leave behind a chest when they go, and those chests get affected by the map quantity nodes and map currency nodes. That's why we are running T17 maps, but I will talk about that in a later. Quick note before we hop onto the Atlas tree, this mastery is mandatory. Without this, you will click like 100 times a map. So it's not even a recommendation, it's mandatory for this strategy. Keep this in mind. So let's talk about the Atlas tree first. We are picking up as much map effect nodes as we can, and other than map effect nodes, we are getting a lot of Scarab nodes. We are improving the Scarab's chance to be more profitable ones and blocking some of the cheap Scarabs. And also, of course, we are picking up Abyss nodes and we are going for Blue Altar since Quant and Rarity are pretty good. But my build is not that strong, so I'm not gonna pick that much Altar. Lastly, we pick these 3 nodes. It's not that big of a deal. If you don't have that much points, you can cut from here. We are going to run T17 maps because of those more currency modes that you can see up top. Now you may ask, why are you not running T16.5 and why are you going for T17s? In T17s you get this more currency bonus higher than T16.5. Of course you can get more high on T16.5 if they are 8 mod corrupted, but it's pretty hard to buy them or search them in trade. Even if you find them, it's very hard to buy them in bulk. So we are going for T17 maps. I bought 50 Fortress map and put this regex and rerolled with chaos until all of them shines. We are going for at least 179 more currency. I got this regex from Red Vials. You can check his channel out. I will put that link in the description, and I will put this regex in the description as well. Not that he needed my support, but I wanted to give him credit. You can use normal chisels or currency chisels, but I'm going with normal chisels since currency chisels are beyond my budget. Couple of these maps are way hard. Be expected to die. The reason we are going for Fortress instead of Ziggurat is Fortress boss is way safer, and since my character is not that strong, I wanted to level it and also not break that many maps. But even though we bought Fortresses, there will be a lot of maps bricked I believe, but we will see how many of them we will brick or survive. My build is cost like 50 to 80 divines, somewhere in that range. So even with a mid-budget build like this, we will die a lot. And in Scarabs, we are going for 2 Abyss Scarab, 1 Abyss Scarab of Edifice, I don't know how to pronounce it, and 2 Risk Scarab. If your build is not that strong for 2 Risk, you can use Nemesis and Influencing Scarab of Hordes. But keep in mind, if you go for these instead of Risk, you will lose couple of money. I still think it will be profitable, but I wanna test it with 2 Risks. In map device, we are going for Abyss and Blue Altar. The most profitable way is to rush to the boss and then do the rest of the map, but since my build is not that strong, I cannot defeat the map boss fast without the headhunter stacks, so I'm not gonna utilize the altars that much. I'm gonna enter the boss room when I have enough headhunter stacks, but if your build is strong enough, feel free to rush the boss and try to get more quant altars. Now let's talk about how much the map cost us. I used 1.5k chaos just for rolling the maps, which means we used 35 chaos just spamming the map. So keep in mind, setuping these 50 maps could be hard. The other expenses, of course, T17 maps. We bought them for 30c each in bulk. Abyss Scarabs are pretty cheap. They are lower than this actually, but I wanted to be conservative and put 0.7 chaos per each. The same goes with T17 Fortress. I actually bought them for 28 chaos, but I wanted to see the results. Abyss Scarab of Edifice, they were 9c each. Risk Scarabs are 18 chaos each. They are one of the most expensive things we are using our money for. And the last, we are using 5 chaos per map on map device. In total, we are using 25 divines on 50 maps, so we are using almost half a divine per map. And let's try to fill these 3 tabs, and I will come back after running those maps. Alright guys, I finished running those maps. I will be right back after sorting out this loot. I finished sorting the loot and there's whole bunch of fucking loot. Like there's a fuck ton of loot. Here are some Scarab. These three are the expensive ones and these are uniques that are less than 10c, and I vault the ones that are less than 10c. I hit one. This is selling for 1 div, kinda solid. 1 Diala and 1 replica Dragonflight. We hit Toxic Rain on this one. We got a Fractured Cobalt Jewel with crit multi. This is my second this league. I don't know what's going on, but I'm lucky with the crit multi jewels. And the glove is already selling, as you can see. And I looted Twilight Regalia. I'm gonna use them for Recombinator. They are selling for 10 to 30c depending on the base percent. I'm not gonna count this into profits. I just want to show these to you as well. In second step, I got a lot of void cards. I tried to open all of the void cards, but my wrist got hurt, so I stopped in the middle. I'm not gonna count any of the void rewards or any of the void cards into the profit anyway. If you are wondering, I got 1 Waldo's puzzle box and 1 primordial jewel. Other than that were garbage. What I'm gonna count in profit is these stack decks and these rare divination cards. And we have some Uber boss fragments from the tier 17 boss. We have some 16.5 maps. We got 3 yokes. I don't know their chances to drop, so I don't know if I was lucky or not. We got some Elder Shaper Conch map, some Invitation and 1 unique map. And last but not least, in the third tab, here are some Chisels, Gem Cutters, some Ickers, Raw Chaos. The maps are printing Raw Chaos, like I'm going out with at least 60 to 80 Raw Chaos from ground. Some Exalts, Annulments and Eldritch currencies. We got 6 Sacred Orb from the 50 maps. If I'm not mistaken, Mirror of Calandra has a chance like 1 out of 20 Sacred Orb. So if you run like 200 maps, you will most likely get a Mirror of Calandra. Like I know this is very weird to say. We got 38 puzzle bugs, 4 reliquary key and 82 raw divines. Before I get into the final cheat sheet, GGG posted a patch note and I wanna talk about it. They nerfed tier 16.5 maps and that affects our strat as well. It changed divine to chaos ratio and it changed fortresses prices and couple of Scarabs prices go down. So in the end our expenses go from 24 divine to 30 divine. I wanted to add this before I got into the revenues. This is not gonna change much, you will see at the end. Now let's talk about revenues. The first on the list is Scarabs. We got 34 divines worth of Scarabs. In TFT people are buying it for 70%, so here is the SS. You can say the divine here and here is different. That's the reason is because of the bulk TFT's divine chaos ratio was broken, so I put it only to chaos. In boss fragments we got total of 20 divine almost. Most of the prices came from decaying fragments. We got 3 yokes and we were pretty lucky on their rolls, so we got 7 divine from them. We got 51 tier 16.5 maps. They were adding up to 5 divines. Their prices go down to 20c, but they are still kinda money. There is a lot of game cutters dropping which adds up to 5 divine. In this divination I only counted out the lucky card drops. I did not count any of the void or their rewards. In Raw Chaos we looted 30 divines words of chaos. A lot of exalts, a lot of eldritch currencies, exalts, annals. We looted 38 puzzle bucks which adds up to 21 divine. 4 reliquary key, almost 9 divine, and the last but not least 82 raw divines, and all of them adds up to 230 divine. These numbers looking kinda absurd. Getting that much money out of the investments is crazy. And now let's talk about how much time it maps the costs and net worth. In total we got 201 net divines. Like this is raw profit, which also means we are getting pretty solid 4 divines per map. I wanted to mention I couldn't kill 5 map bosses because they were taking too much time, and in one map I completely bricked the map. I did like 1 abyss and I used all 6 of my portals, and the time maps took were between 10 minutes and 15 minutes. These timers looks more than they should be because my build was not that strong. I think if I invest like a 50 divine into my build I could almost half these timers. The range is caused by the map mods, by the way. If the map mods were very tanky it goes up to 15 minutes, and if map mods were easy this goes down to 10 minutes. I took up the average at 12.5 minutes. So this strat is earning us 20 divine per hour, but instead of per hour stat, the more interesting one is net worth stat. Like we are getting almost 6 times what we used on the map. This is absurd in my opinion. Now I think this strat is the strat of the league. this pre-out currency we are looting at least 1 to 2 raw divine per map. I highly recommend this strat to you, but keep in mind this strat requires a strong build and preferably a faster build, and I don't know if we can improve this stat any further. Maybe we can drop these memory map nodes since they are going down on price. They were 35 chaos each random, but right now they are 20 chaos each because of the tier 16.5 nerfs. All I can say is maybe you can drop some Scarab nodes for shrine nodes if you want to make these maps faster. And that's it guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This one took a lot of time, and since the patch came while I was doing this strat, I don't know what to do, so I changed the expenses. I hope you guys are okay with that. Thanks for watching the video. The subs and likes are very appreciated. Hope you see you in the next video.